Good day, one and all. My name is Kathy, and I'd like to welcome you to this episode of the Scrap and Crafty Gardener. Today, I'm playing with just a couple of things I got in yesterday's GinaK haul. I will be using the stencil builder with this stencil, and I'm going to use a few pieces from this GinaK Designs Everything Brighter, and a sentiment from the All at Once, All Occasion. This was an incentive set, and then I got the matching die cuts. I'm going to use those. Now today I'm going purple. Don't know why, just wanted to do purple. Now I have cut 2 card bases because I don't know which one I'm going to use yet. I have this light lavender one. This is 10 inches by 7 inches, scored at the 5-inch mark, fold it, crease with your bone folder. But then I also did a white one, same dimensions. Simply because I'm not sure how the colors are going to look on this card once I get the front done. So I left myself open to 2 options. Then I have a piece of black cardstock. This I cut out with the GinaK Master Layouts 8. So the large is 4 3/8 by 6 3/8. And then once I get everything stenciled on here, I'm going to cut it out with a stitch 4.5 by 6.5. So let me get started. I'm going to open up the stencil. And the inks I've chosen today are Wild Wisteria, Medium Lilac, and Wild Lilac. Warm Cocoa is a possibility, but I don't know if I'm going to use it yet or not. And Versifine Clair. I did pull out alcohol marker, which is V281 Hydrangea Blue, but it looks purple. So if I don't like it on the purple card, I'm going to do a larger background. I've got a piece of 4 3/4 by 6 3/4 that I could put back here, color the edges in purple, and then put the black on, and then my floral design. So there's some possibilities. I haven't thought it all out yet. So I do need a piece of this 4 3/4 by 6 3/4 that I'm going to stencil on. Now, Gina recommends a 4 1/4. The center of the stencil is a 4 1/4 inch square. But I want to use this to fit my 5 by 7 card a little bit better. These are extra pieces that just came. You can use these as a mask or as a stencil itself. You could just put this down on your card and ink around the edges. Now you only need 1 of these squares, but it comes with 2. You have a larger pointed oval and then a smaller pointed oval. All right, so I'm going to move this aside and use my waffle flower grip mat. I believe this will fit this stencil nicely. So I'm going to put my 4 1/4 inch piece of card down first. And then I want my stencil, I'm going to kind of center it here just to see what happens. And then let me put my larger one in. So that one would come off the edge. And that one would come off the edge a little bit more, I think. So let me move this over. You know what, I might do it kind of off-center to begin with. So let's see how that would look. That'll get, oh, that would give you just a nice little petal. Yes, okay, this is going to be my placement once I get it straight at the top here. I want this side to come to the tip, and then these top and bottom sides to be sort of the same distance apart. And that's where I'm putting mine. Now you put this down in the center, and then, oh, you know, I didn't get stencil brushes. Hold on. I really only need 1, because I'm going to go with the lighter shade of purple first. I just need a scrap piece of paper here to get off any purple ink that may already be on here. Okay, now I chose for my lighter color the Wild Wisteria. And angling it like I did allowed me to keep my ink color on here and stuck. I'm just going to go in with a fairly light hand at first just to see. But I know I want this a little darker, so I'm going to go in with medium pressure. I'm pushing it down, but I'm not squishing the bristles. Okay, now, the key with this stencil is you take this up and you move it one turn. And wherever the two pointed circles or pointed ovals meet, it gets you a little bit of a darker color. So I'm going to pick this up and turn this one point. I can already tell I like this. This is really cool. I can't wait to see if she comes out with more designs for this stencil builder. Turn it one more turn. You keep turning it one turn until you get all the way around your card. This is fun. May not sound like it to you on camera, but this is a blast. I'm kind of wondering, what if I took a regular stencil and made my own, cut out my own stencil out of the stencil plastic that I have, if I could make other things do the same thing. All right, looks like we've got one more turn here. Okay, and we've gone totally around. This one I wanted to make a little bit darker. This is the one I started off with light. And I just want to make this a little darker. Okay, now we're done with that layer. I'm just going to set that aside to wash. And I'm done with the Wild Wisteria. So I'm going with my darker color, which is medium lilac. And I'm going to use my same brush. Let's get that stuck on the mat here and get the lid off. Then you take your smaller. I'll start up here this time. And now I'm using a fairly heavy hand here. I am pushing down on the brush. Oh, look at that. And I can tell as I have the movement down, this is going to be a little quicker. Oh, this is going to be so pretty. Let's get this straight. Now, if you didn't have a grip mat, pardon me, you would just tape this down to your desk or other surface so that it doesn't move on you. Okay, that needs to go right in here. But if you have a grip mat, go for it. And that's, if I had to put this right in the center, this stencil wouldn't really have stuck down. I might have had to hold it. I don't know. Oh, so pretty. I like that. Okay, now I'm done with my grip mat here. And this one I got some ink on, so I'm just going to set that aside to wash it. Oh, that's pretty. Now I'm just going to clean my grip mat with just a little bit of water. Set my stencil brush aside, don't need that anymore. Put that back on the plastic. Okay, now I'm going to use my stamping platform. This is the original size Misty. Pardon me while I get just a sip here. Okay, now I'm going to turn it this way. And let's move all of this stuff up here. This may not work as I'm thinking it's going to work, but I'm going to give it a try. Now I'm going to take this. I'm not putting it down yet. What I am going to do is get the stamps that I want to use. And I move those off to the side. Where did I put them? Oh, over here. I kind of thought about putting this, it looks like the center of a flower. Put that right down in the center there. Now I just have to figure out how to move this one at a time. So let me get my smaller stencil back just to use this placement. So probably is not going to work like I'm thinking it might. And no, I don't see how it's going to work like that. So I guess I'm just going to have to pick it up each time. I guess I could do this the old-fashioned way on a stamp block and just use this to hold this down. All right. Trying to think of where I put my stamp blocks. Oh, right there. All right, now I have this wild lilac that I thought would look nice. But let's get that stamp conditioned. Okay, here's trusting in the process. Okay, not bad. Now if I can do that all the way around, we shall see together if I can do this or not. All right, so far so good. I don't want to rest on my laurels here because I will mess it up. Okay. Oh, this is such a nice, I love this stencil builder. It's like her wreath builder, which I don't have. But this is cool. No, is cool still in? I'm kind of stuck back in the 70s. It doesn't tell you because I'm into gardening and canning and freeze drying and dehydrating. I guess I'm an old hippie at heart. In fact, my brother got me Mother Earth News for Christmas. I just like saving money and making my own food. I'm so much healthier now. I try to avoid pretty much processed foods as I can. I try to make my own. I'm just going to clean this with a little bit of water. But sometimes I just need a ho-ho or a Twinkie or... But I love ice cream. And my one cat, Bridget, she has some serious health issues and lost a lot of weight, but I found she likes ice cream. So if I can get her to eat anything and she likes it, that's what I'm going to do. So this morning, on Amazon Prime Days, I just ordered an ice cream maker that I'm going to be making her and me some homemade ice cream, I hope. The reviews were good, and I've watched some YouTube videos on it, so I'm hoping. Okay, now I want to put something in the center. And I was thinking this large in the same color of the wild wisteria, or the wild lilac. So let's move this back over here. And I got some ink here, so let me get my sand eraser for when I'm done. Hey, I get to use a stamp platform for what it was intended. But it worked really well on that. Oh, I didn't condition it first, so let me wipe that off. As you can see, it kind of all bubbled up. So I'm just going to rub it with my finger. In the manufacturing process, it leaves a little bit of a filmy residue on the stamps. So that's why you condition them. And you only need to do it the first time. Now this may have messed this up, but I'm hoping it's going to look cool. Yeah, it even gives it a little bit of a different color than these. I think I want to stamp it one more time. Just to make it a little darker. Yes, like, love that. Okay, clean this off. And it gives it a little bit of a pinkle, a hint of pink on the stamp. You can see it more here. Reds and obviously purples, because it's a variation of red. Oh, this color your stamps. And I'm not worried about that. They still work perfectly fine. Now I'm going to use my mono sand eraser, because I did get some smooches of ink where I didn't want it. Now, I want to set these aside. Pardon me hitting the camera. Now I'm going to cut this using the stitched outline on the GinaK Master Layouts 8. And I'm just going to go right there. Turn this on, run it. Oh, I like that. Now, I do want to do these sentiments. So, let's get those out. And there's the sentiment stamps. This is all at once, all occasion. And I believe she said on her July release video that they're going to be making more sentiments that will match the die. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay. I kind of like these little, I might do something with there. So I'll get my stamping platform back out. And I have, this is a piece of 6 3/4 by 4 3/4, because I'm going to stamp and move and stamp, if that makes sense. So if I put it here in the middle, then I can do what I'm thinking I can possibly do. And I'm going to stamp these with the VersaFine Clair. I decided not to use the acorn. I think black will look perfect on here. And I just need to run my finger over and condition these. Of course, I hope she doesn't release. I know she has a release every month. But I really need to wait till Stamptember. My budget really like, oh, don't do that to me. Oh, very nice. I think I want to ink it up one more time. This stamp pad has been used and loved multiple times. And on these, I don't like to re-ink these because I tend to make a mess of the stamp pad itself. Okay, now if I turn this and move this here, can I get away with that? I think so. Yes, just a little bit more over. Yeah, all right. Stick you down, ink it up. I won't cut these all out today. I just thought while I'm stamping them, I'm going to stamp them several times so that I have the sentiments ready to go. And that's good, it doesn't need a second one. Now if I move this one, right there, I think. Yep. It's kind of, it would be kind of cool. It's almost is Christmas tree shape. So that if you had even just a smaller one at the top and you had different Christmas sayings, you could stamp a cute little Christmas tree. All right. Clean this off with water. You can use any rag. The microfiber cloths are nice, but I just have a store of old rags that, as long as they're lint-free, they work great. Okay, put my stamping platform away. Now I'll get my die cut mats. And I'm gonna die cut out, let's see, where did I put that? Oh, it's right here in front of me. Let's see how this works. Oh, I don't like being taped down, but it didn't leave any residue, so that is good. And I'm going to go with a center one. And this will tell me if I could have moved these over separately or if where I have them works out. All right. Here's the reveal. Oh, perfect. Okay, awesome possum. All right, set those aside so that I can get them later. Now, which one do I want to use for my card? Let's make a get well soon card. And these I'm just going to leave right on here so I know where they're at when I'm done with the video. So I'm going to make this a get well soon card. And I'll figure out where to put that. But I'm just drawn to this little fleur-de-lis kind of thing here. All right. I'm just going to get this out to hold it down. This will probably not be a good idea. And I'm going to go with the, pardon me, another drink. I'm going to go with the medium lilac this time. Put that down. Oh, I didn't want to put that down. I'm going to use my stamping block again. I'm really trying to mess this card up. Clean off the... All right, here goes nothing. Okay. That's not horrible. Oh, I did get ink all over my block. Oh, all right. All right, I'm liking that. I don't know what you guys think. Did I make a good decision doing this, or did I really mess it up? I just think it needed a little something added to it. Oh, I do like. I hope you like also, because I really like that. Oh, there's so much versatility here. So many design ideas, opportunities. Now, I wonder if I took, there seems to be a little something on that stamp. I wonder if I took white pigment ink. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. Worst I can do is mess up the paper, and you will just see a messed up card front. Let me get some white pigment ink. Okay. Going with GinaK today. I've got this GinaK Designs Premium Pigment Ink. Now, it will take pigment ink a little bit longer to dry. I'm just going to put this down. Here goes nothing. Just kind of an outline. Maybe it's just an outline stamp. Don't think so. Okay, it's coming along. Though I do see the edge is raised more than the center, so maybe it is meant to be an outline stamp. But on here it looks fairly solid. That is cool. Okay, I did not make a big mistake. All right, let's set this aside. Now, I wanted to figure out, while that is drying, what card base I do want. Let's put my inks back in here. I had this black pen out because I had the idea of, let's see, this scratch paper. Yeah, that's just the back of that. So I'll show you what I had in mind just on this, on the back of the GinaK paper. If I have my stencil down, and then I just trace the outline of the petal. That could be quite interesting. Maybe I'll get the, I'll do this again with some different gel pens on the outside. But that's what I had that for. Okay, here's my cards. There's the white card. Where did the lavender card go? There it is. Okay. With the black frame, on the lavender card, it looks like that. On the white card alone, it looks like that. Let me get this 6 1/4. I'm just going to ink up the edges. In fact, I can use the scrap paper I had from the other day. You could also do ink blending on your paper. But use what you have. If you have alcohol inks or magic markers, Sharpies, just try them. See if you like the look. It's just a piece of paper, and I'm not doing the middle, so if this doesn't look great and I don't like it, then I can use the middle for another card project at some other time. Just going over it a couple of times to get a darker color. Let's see. Ooh. All right, that's what I'm doing. Okay, yeah, I think that's, if I did this on the purple, it's too pinky purple. But that I like. Okay. Now, I'm going to glue this down to the center. Once I get this all put together, then I will figure out where I want to put my sentiment, and then I'm going to bling it up a little bit. Now this I'm going to glue right to here first. And that's fairly dry. Boy, that dark, the wild lilac really soaked through the paper. Okay. Now I want this to be lifted up a little bit, so I am going to use, first I'm going to sit this down on top of my scrap paper, and then I'm going to move the scrap paper. That way, if that white pigment ink isn't totally dry, I'm not going to smear it, hopefully. Okay. So I did move it. Didn't intend to. Maybe I'll do it this way. Oh, look, that little piece will fit right there. Okay. Find out if I smeared it. It did not. Yay. Okay. Now, getting the backing off this. There we go. You could put a piece in the middle if you wanted, but this is such low loft that it's not really going to matter. And I'm going to get this straight so I don't have to put liquid glue down behind. All right, now I'm going to put my glue cap. It's over here. Get well soon. I think I want it, I don't want it there. I want it coming out of that petal, or do I want it coming down here? Out of that petal. Now I'm going to use my 1/4 inch foam strips that are only like 1/8 of an inch in height. Okay, now I am going to bling this up. I've got some small and large rhinestones here that I'm going to color with that alcohol ink marker. I think I want a large one in the center of the flower. Let's see if this is going to be the right color. Might be a little too pale. Yeah, it's too pale and too bluey for this. So let's get, let's try this one, blue violet. That's too pink. Rust purple. Okay, that's a good color. So I'll do 3 larger, and then I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 smaller, just to see. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. And then 2 up here, I believe. Okay, that's my card for today. Using the new GinaK July release products, I will have many more projects to come with this release, because when I get a stamp set now, I want to use it and go from there. Now, I had some old Close to My Hearts given to me by a cousin yesterday. This is S1601 Beloved Bouquet Stamp of the Month. It says, thinking of you, happy Valentine's Day. And then S1408, What a Hoot Stamp of the Month. And this is S1406, Kaboom Stamp of the Month. So I'll be using those too. I think she got these at a yard sale, she told me. There's a price on there of $10. But these are adorable. All right. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. And stay cool if you're in this heat.